Speaking of, why don't we go ahead and get into some crossing of the animals? We are like midway through an HHP. We were working on this last time if you weren't here. It's a internet cafe for pate. So we need to finish putting stuff on the walls inside, and then we haven't done anything for the exterior yet. So I do mental health care for trans and neurodivergent adults, but sadly leaving my job early March because corporate yak yak. Oh, clam. Such important work. I hope you're able to find a space to do some of that work and be better respected. I learned about them a few years ago because someone did an enamel pin campaign that was all sea bunnies, and that's all I need to know about these adorable things. Yes. I mean, all of the little like sea slugs have been really, really cute, but that's probably the cutest one, I will say. Sorry if y'all hear Junie singing the song of her people. She wants lunch, but Toasty went into the bathroom, so obviously now she must yell in protest. Hello. Would I be coming here? You're so cute, TQ. I've never heard of Sea Bunny, but if I had to think of somebody who would be a Sea Bunny, it would absolutely be you, so I'm here for it. Whoa, that TV is big. But I feel like having a TV in an internet cafe kind of does make sense. Well, I googled it today when someone got it for their creature command, and they're so stinking cute. I actually found some art of one that I was like, wow. Adorable. It was my first time. You do? Oh my gosh, wait, I'm excited. I want to see the little OC. Well, if you're sharing, you don't have to, but I'm intrigued. What else do we want in our internet cafe? Maybe an air conditioner to keep like all of the tech from making it really hot in here. Gotta keep the gamers cool. But I should redraw her. I would love that. We are talking about nudie branches, specifically the sea bunny. Gotta get some grass in here for the gamers to not be fully without any greenery. I think would be wise. We'll put a little bulletin board behind Pate. I think the little flower, I think that plant's gonna have to move though. Enjoy your lurk, TQ. Enjoy your foods. I did have the orange nudie branch the other day and I was hyped. Hi, Peachy. Nudies are one of my special interests. I never even knew they were called that until we started doing the creature command and Herbivore taught me about them. So I've been learning. Hello, Toast. Hello, Junie. Many things to say today, huh, Miss Ma'am? You had to protest? Goofy girl. Yeah, she was displeased with you coming downstairs and going into the bathroom instead of the kitchen. She had a lot to say about that. I need to get more wall things for specifically HHP. I don't have that many, I feel like.
What would you like?
I was thinking maybe like a charcuterie type of situation, if you're into that.
cheese, crackers, carrots, orange cup.
No, I had an orange cup this morning.
Yeah.
Cheese, crackers, carrots,
Salami.
no salami. Well, maybe a little salami, no pepperoni.
Okay.
Well,
A little.
maybe instead of salami, I will have like a PB&J for protein. And some grapes.
You want any nuts or anything, or some corn chips?
Oh yeah, some popcorners.
Oh, no, I know what you want. What do you want?
My friends introduced me to popcorners recently, and it's been a whole new world that we've all been exploring. And I'll tell you, the popcorners, they do slap. I won't lie. I don't want that to be so high up. I didn't know it was going to have to be. Interesting. The charcuterie makes me want to get charcuterie this week, even though it's not great timing for me in person work wise, but alas, next week's plan. True. Suppose you could make like a bento box sort of style situation for in-person work. Where'd that go? Okay. Hi Ruthie, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Okay, how do we feel about this? I think this is nice. Maybe I move that plant a little bit. I love a good little charcuterie situation, so I support you, of course. Just a little bit of everything, huh? See, I like this plant, but I feel like he somehow just looks like, I don't know, out of place for some reason. Let me try centering him. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Hi, Cathea. Hi, Puffs. I think that's good. I like it, Picasso. Alright, let's see if we can get a cute picture. Because I feel like the outside's going to be pretty plain for this one. So I feel like this would be the best place to get the picture. I think the angle needs to be different. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. That's a cute picture, I think. I like it, Picasso. Alright, now we gotta do the exterior, which frankly I'm not too sure what to do with the exterior for like an internet cafe. I feel like we keep it pretty simple, since it's sort of like a commercial in a way, even though we have a house to work with. Hi, Golden. Welcome in. How are you? We got everything required, so that's good. I just don't know what we would even have. We'll look through the items, see if anything sparks inspiration. Hello, Fig. Welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? We could just do some outdoor seating, I suppose. I'm good. I have a canker sore that is forming on my throat, which is pretty rude, if I do say so myself, but otherwise, doing good. Excited for a really cozy day with our pixels. How are you? Little bit lost in the sauce as to what I put for the exterior of a internet cafe. So we're trying to figure that out right now. That could be cute somehow. I'm not sure how exactly. But I could see us using those to make like the little seating area, perhaps. Hi, Jax. Welcome in. You had a really productive morning. What were you up to today? If you don't mind me asking. Those could be cute. Maybe some of these. Like, what if we did something like this to create like a little fenced off seating area situation? So then I'm like, do I get different tables for that part? Maybe? Like tables with chairs instead of the bench. I mean, I might still put the bench somewhere, but the blue is very pate. But I feel like, does it... Yeah, I think it could work. Let's see if we can make it work. Hi, Angel Lizzie. Welcome in. How are you? I might need to expand that a little bit. Then what kind of chair do we want, though? We could just go with the matching plastic chair, I suppose. We also have the froggy chairs, which could be cute. Oh yeah, that's cute. Maybe I do... There's no pink version of the table, that's the only thing. But if we do white for the table on this one... And then we get this again, but it's pink. Oh, shoot, I always do that. Sorry. Shadow, thank you for reminding folks to do their daily click. Welcome in. Hi, BB. I'm doing good. How are you today? And then boop, boop, and boop. That's cute. The blue one for this might be a little too dark of a blue, but let's see. No, it's not bad actually. What if this was also white? I'm not sure about the mismatch. Maybe we use these. Yeah, I think that pulls in the tan of the building a little bit better and the twinkle lights behind too. Okay, before we get going on any other items, let's make sure we have some room for a little bit of nature. That's cute there. Just chilling today, good. I know you need to get a lot of rest in post-surgery, so I'm glad you're chilling. We're gonna have a very chill day here too. The vibes are cozy decorating, no matter what game we're in today. That's what we'll be up to. I think that'll be a good spot. And then let's change the age of this one so he's like a little baby tree. I think this size. Or do I want that here now that it's a baby tree? No, I think that you wouldn't be able to really fit through there. Oh, that could be cute. Yeah, if we put some flowers by it. Hi, Shadow. How are you today? We did, if your day was a color, what color would your day be and why earlier? If anyone who wasn't here wants to share what color they feel like their day is today. It's just a cute little thing we like to do. So don't overthink it. It shouldn't be stressful. But if you want to share, you're more than welcome to. Ooh, the little buds are cute. What if we do them as the little buds? Is there like a second level of the buds? No. And then we definitely want some flowers. I think some blue hyacinths. Maybe some white hyacinths too. Sunflower yellow today. It's a good, sounds like a good day, Fig. I said that I felt like I was teal today. Very cozy and a little bit low spoon, low energy, but like a little head empty, but overall good. Not sure if I like how much that covers the bench. Maybe we move this over here. I think that'll be nice. Pastel red. Ooh. I don't even know if I know exactly what that would look like, but I love that. Big. Hey. Sorry, 1 second. Bigaroni. What are you doing at your sister's bowl? He's pretending to bury it, but I don't trust him. He's been evacuated from the dance floor by the toast, so all good now. Hello, Blake. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good today, Sylvie, as well. Okay, now it's like if there's any other items we want. I just wanted to make sure that we had some space for some decor. I mean, some nature stuff. This could be cute if I can fit it. New around, but I've been looking for a few streams and wanted to say hi. Aw, Penguin, thank you for being brave enough to say hi. I love that. Welcome on in. I'm glad you've been enjoying the streams. How are you today? Yeah, that puts the tables a little close together more than I would like, but I could then in theory put that there, which gives them like a little... I could probably bump these over too, actually. Yeah. Little entertainment, perhaps. Aw, Fletch. Fletch, I'm gonna cry. That's so sweet of you to say. What the heck? Did a little bit of studying today, a grocery shop, and continued my hunt, and you found Olive. Look at you go. That's a lot in one day. A lot of good stuff, though. Congratulations. And BB, thank you for the 3-stream streak. I appreciate you. That could be kind of nice. Some music out here for them. I like it, Picasso. Ooh, the garden wagon could be pretty in this build. Where would we have? Maybe like... Yeah, maybe there. Could also see the white mushroom being pretty if we have room. He's kind of chunky. We'll see if we keep that or not. With some lovely queer folks, and I feel rejuvenated. Yay! That's what you want to have after the weekend. I feel pretty rejuvenated after this weekend, too, to be honest. I got to start a new save with my love for, I like kind of for Valentine's Day, but also just in general. We started playing some Coral Island together, which was really fun. We did some crafting, some reading. What else did we do this weekend? I don't remember. Head empty, no thoughts, but it was a good weekend. Blake, stop. Y'all are so cute. Kathea, thank you for the 65 stream streak. Holy guacamole. Do we like that sign better? Which sign do we like better? No, I like the menu. I think instead of white, though, I might want to do like a tan situation. If they have it. The tan is different, though. It's kind of darker than... Let's see. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Good choice. I also love Coral Island. I usually lurk because it's late in the night for me here in Asia. Yeah, we have quite a range of folks from different places because of the time of day that I stream, which is always really fun. I enjoy like kind of hearing from everybody more of their different perspectives and stuff on things because it's not just everybody US based here. 69% EB! Exclamation point noise. I also like Cool Ranch Doritos, although I would say my favorite is the sweet chili. Although I'm not like a major Dorito person in general, but if I had to pick one, I really like the sweet chili ones. Cool Ranch would probably be my second favorite though. I wish it was easier to make the wheat fields look a little more natural. They kind of look like unnatural because of how square they are sometimes. I think I want to get rid of the white roses. They're too like bright white, and I like the off-white vibes we have going on, especially with the wheat fields. Stands for I be snacking, even if my tummy hurts. Me. They do make any spicy makes my tummy go burr, unfortunately. But sometimes I just decide to suffer through it for the sake of the snack. Probably more often than I should. Low key. Low key, probably more often than I should. Ooh, this would be really pretty for this build, actually. Kind of want to see if I can put that there instead of the menu. This thing has like a weird footprint, though. I do remember that. Put you one back and then put this here, perhaps. I think that could be nice. Too much of a foodie to be declined nummies. Yeah, I mean, I am a Taurus. You know we like our comfort foods, so guilty as charged. I've been getting a little better with it though, in terms of choosing less tummy pain and more less foods that are bad for me and more time free of tummy pain. That's what I'm trying to say somehow, some way. I don't know if my brain is working, but those would be really cute somewhere, but I feel like they can't go there. Actually, instead of a coffee here, I think I want to put like a magazine since they have the little magazine rack there. Hello, Took. This is all making me hungry. I'm so sorry. Me too, but thankfully Toasty's literally making my lunch right now, so it's not really a problem for me, I fear. Okay, cute. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I think all that's really needed now is maybe some little custom pathing spots to kind of fill in the gaps. And maybe something to figure out if I can put that snack tray anywhere. Perhaps. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the piece that I need? Oh, I think Bagagwa is yelling in the basement. I doubt you'll hear her all the way up here, but if you somehow, by some chance, do hear my cat singing the song of her people, just know she's fine. She just likes to act very dramatic. Don't you worry about her. Um, oh, yeah, well, you would love Junie then, because she loves to scream for no reason. It's one of her favorite pastimes. Uh, don't summon Bagagwa. Listen, I don't do anything. She just... All it takes for her to Bagagwa is to poop. And other times it's playing with her brother. Like, anything can summon Bagagwa. Right now it's the fact that they're playing together. I'm pretty sure is what's going on here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Golden. I was kind of nervous about doing the X tier, but I think it's like kind of coming together. My kitty pigeon isn't a huge meower, but she does these little trills with her mouth closed that melt me every day. Aww, that's so cute. Fig wasn't really like a big talker. Junie's always been quite a talker, especially when she wants food. But I will say Fig has become a big yapper now. As he has gotten more and more comfortable in the house, and after we got him his tooth surgery, that boy loves to yap now. And he yaps loud. He's louder than his sister. He doesn't bagagwa like she does. But I tell ya, he's got some vocal cords on him. And he will yell to let you know that he wants love. And he will keep yelling until you give him the love he has requested. He's very stubborn, especially in the mornings. He's like, Dads, I have waited all night for you to wake up. So now I need you to get it together and wake up and pet me because I was very patient all night and now I'm losing my patience. Like, okay, Fig, okay. Everybody calm down. Okay, I think I want to move this back a little. And then maybe we put a little flower there. Can a flower fit there? No? Oh, it's because of the pathing. Hold on. I can adjust that. And I will tell you also that he's not always patient. Sometimes he starts yelling early in the mornings at my door, but thankfully not too often. I'm pretty lucky in that way, I feel like, because a lot of cats love to wake their owners up with much demands of food and such, so I will take what I can get in terms of peace that I'm afforded. And I think a little bit of fencing would be nice here. I kind of like this one, but I feel like it's going to be too warm tone. Yeah, too orange. How about lattice? No. I have a lot of like cool tone woods in this build, so it's a little difficult because I feel like there's not a lot of fences with that. I met my friend's cat the other day, and he's the silliest little guy. He's always being extremely chaotic and tackling random objects, even his own reflection. Aww. Junie will do that so we have like cat wall shelves in our dining room for them to climb up. Most of them are just like flat, but there are a few that are like little cat houses with cutouts that are cat shaped. They're very cute. However, they can be very stressful in this household because Junie, I don't know what it is about the cat shelves, but they like activate her. She starts chasing her own tail like she doesn't recognize that it's her tail and rolling and sniffing. It's like the cat, it's something about the wood in the cat towers is like almost like we gave her catnip, but we didn't. She just loses her marbles up there. And having a cat lose their marbles when they're way up in the air, and a cat that cares not for the safety of their body, is very stressful sometimes. I was like, I thought cats were supposed to like be pretty trustworthy. Oh my god, they are running around this house right now. Pretty trustworthy in terms of being able to, what's the word I want to use? Like catch themselves. Not Junie. No sense of self-preservation in that body. They are running full speed ahead around this house right now, and the basement's open, so they have 3 floors. So we are going up and down different floors. It's a wild time over here. The thing that will horrify me the most. Okay, I was like super nervous to do this build, but I feel like it actually came out really cute on the outside. What do y'all think? Very pate with the blue and pink. Her internet cafe is done. So we get to tell her, hey, all done now. Very cutesy, very mindful, very demure. And I already put her in her outfit, so. Keep their cat away from his reflection, but sometimes he sees himself in a window when it's dark and he bonks himself like a silly goose. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love Pate so much. There's an ad coming up, by the way, in a few minutes that's been snoozed. And my lunch is on the way, so I think I will take our little lunch break with some enrichment for y'all. Oh, I did not mean to take it that close. Oh, she's so cute. I love her. Let's kick ass in words today, y'all. You got this. I believe. You can put it in the dining room if you want, love, or the living room, wherever you're gonna be. if you're staying. Okay, perfect timing since the ad's gonna go, so I shall leave you with some enrichment and I will be back. Burp. Make sure you take your meds, chat, stretch if you're shrimping, if you're bisexual, sitting, switch knees, all the good things. Grab some water, and I will see you in a few. Good luck with words. Hold on, let me get to a part of the game where y'all have music. There we go. Because my bisexual sit is my leg is asleep. You can thank our mod Alyssa for that one. They always like to remind folks to switch knees. Okay, now y'all should have some tunes. Alright, BRB for real. GG's, y'all. Very good on all of the levels. Welcome back. Also, hello, Dyra. Alright. Thank you for your patience while we had some lunchies. Y'all were killing the game with the words. Very good. Hi, Cade. Welcome. Oh, that's an interesting word. I know when we were watching Love Island Season 6, there was an Elan, but I didn't like him. I miss anybody else coming in. Opossum, welcome in. Granberry, welcome in. Hello, hello. Lex, if I didn't catch you. Allison, hello. Welcome in, friends. We're going to start on our next HHP house. I don't know what it'll be, but... No, I know. I want to leave. Oh, okay. He was a delight to be. Well, I'm glad yours was. The one in Love Island was a Zionist, so he was poo-poo. Nico is cute. How do we keep him? Well, he stays here, so you can visit him anytime. Oh, Mordell's not here. Cute. Why? What? Huh? Enjoy your lurk. What? I want to keep working, though. Can I work? He was a bard that had INT as his dump stat. INT, intelligence. If I remember correctly, he had a hand puppet named Banjo. Real big cat. Orange cat, golden retriever energy. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I'm hoping to finish my book tonight. There's a character in there who also has very golden retriever energy. I think I'm supposed to find Wardell for some kind of a cutscene or something. Molly's here. I don't even care what she wants. We will be building her house. I love Molly. She's so cute. Hi, Coco. Welcome in. Where are you at, Wardell? They're so cute. These two are roommates, so the fact that they're out here floating together is so precious. Obsessed. No worries, Clem. There's a spot open just for you. Oh, he's so sweet. Are you joking? Listen closely. Do you hear the world's sounds? The waves breaking as the wind chases them ashore? The sound of birdsong can connect you to nature just by listening. If you allow the sounds of nature to surround you, then peace and relaxation can be yours. I believe that I'm going to head back now. Will you meet me here again sometime, my friend? Of course, Wardell, I would love to. When I lived in Chicago and we were closer to water, whenever I was having a really bad day, Toasty and I would usually walk down to the water and sit there. And if it was like really late at night, we would just go down, listen to the water. I knew this was coming though. I could fill someone's home with these sounds in decorating mode. I'd just have to press arrow. And then they were roommates. Well, it's funny because those two thought they weren't even going to get along, and then they actually wound up having a very cute house. All right, Molly, what do you want? Wait, I have to put my work clothes on. Hold on. I'm ready to work. We need to make our restaurant at some point too. We made our cafe, but not our restaurant. I am curious what everyone else wants. A studio, celebrity lifestyle, karaoke. Is that it? I feel like there's usually more people. Oh, not this guy. Mushrooms, cute. Molly wants a publishing house, and that's kind of cool. So I'm excited. It's very different than any of the other requests I've had. And I love her, so both of these things sell me. Yeah, we can make that work. I mean, we made a whole post office on our island, so. For Molly. And she wants a publishing house. Is this like a house? Like, can you pick the main island? Is that a thing? Does anyone know? Why does it have a little dot? I didn't even know that was an option. That one could be cute. Alright, I guess out of pure curiosity, let's just see what happens. No, you can't click it, actually. Okay. Which one did I say I liked? Now I've lost it. This one. I thought maybe you could have a few of the buildings on this part be like houses, and I was like, oh well, she wants a publishing house, so that's kind of like, that would be perfect, but alas, now we know. Oh, and chat room, before we get into this one, I owe you all a sticker giveaway from yesterday, and I remembered, so let me do it before I forget. So if anybody wants to enter, you are more than welcome to. You can have never chatted, you can be a regular chatter, a lurker, a sub, non-sub. It doesn't matter. And if you've already won a sticker, that's fine. If you want a different one, we have 4 different stickers. We have a holographic gay soup sticker, a holographic bumble booty sticker, a retro non-binary flying pig sticker. Don't ask. I don't have answers for you. I just have a sticker. And a retro uwu face from back when I was Mixed Plumpy. So if getting a little sticker in the mail is something of interest to you, feel free to enter once I start the giveaway. It'll be !giveaway. Make sure you stick around for those like 2 minutes that the giveaway is happening, because if you win, you will have to type !claim in the chat and then fill out a form for me. You do have to be comfortable giving me your address. That's the only requirement. And alongside that, in giving me your address, it can be international. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. So I'm happy to send things outside of the US too. So let me go ahead and get this started. Thank you for helping us hit our sub goal yesterday. Sorry, I forgot to do the giveaway. But the giveaway is going now. So if you'd like to enter, ! giveaway in the chat. Lex, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Enjoy your extra channel points. I've got Lex, Clem, M, Cade, Fletch, Mama Teller, Eris, Blake. I just like to tell people that it worked. I shall use them wisely. Very good. Hi, Oatbug. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. All right, y'all, just about 1 minute left to enter. If you'd like to enter to win the sticker giveaway. Again, this is because we hit 5 subs yesterday. Just type ! giveaway in the chat to enter. You do have to be comfortable giving me your address. That's the only requirement. Yeah, if we hit 5 subs today, we will do another sticker giveaway. And if we hit 10 subs on any day, then I will give away one of my handmade perlers. And that applies for any stream, anytime. Happy Monday, Oat. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing good. 30 seconds left for any last minute Larrys. And a hydrate reminder from the bot. Also, if you ever want to guarantee yourself a sticker or a perler, anyone who gifts 5 gets the sticker automatically rather than it being a giveaway. And then same with the perler. If you gift 10, then you get the perler automatically. Yay, Mama Teller, congratulations, you won. Go ahead and type ! claim in the chat so that it doesn't give it away to someone else. And then when you're done, you can fill out this form. And let me know what sticker you want and what your address is. Thank you, pals. Yes, congratulations. Okay, we're doing this publishing house. Yeah, I like that this one is like in a town. I don't think I've built on this one much before. So that'll be kind of fun. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures of either of the retro ones, but the 2 holographic ones are based off of emotes that we have. So the gay soup is this one. And then, and we have Bumble Booty. The retro ones don't have any reference because they're like a couple years old, so you just have to go based off of the description, unfortunately. I want the house. Probably on the edge, yeah, because I like the park showing in the background. We won't finish the full exterior, but I wanted to get a little bit of a vibe going. And we'll probably match this, because I feel like that only makes sense. Of course, there's the age-old struggle of the way the paths work in terms of lining things up. Because that's not going to line up either, is it? Rah, 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 rah. for now. And then I think it would be nice to do... This is like a little bit more industrial in nature. I'd like to do a row of trees if I can. We'll see how that looks. And Molly wears green and brown. Actually, I think I want the trees to be blank. Actually, I read about this the other day. Fun fact, there is a reason. Apparently in Japanese tradition, having things line up, there was something I read, I don't remember exactly how they said it, but like something about in their tradition, having things line up perfectly like that is like a bad omen or something like that. Because they like to challenge the concept of, you know, like perfectionism. So they did have reasons, but I still do understand the complaints. Publishing house. Not enough space because of the tree. Let me see. I understand, and also it still makes my brain itch. You're super valid for that. I don't know if any of these give publishing house. Let's look at what some of the siding options are. Maybe something like this could come off as kind of commercial. You're welcome. And usually I just wait till I get a couple of folks who have won a giveaway and batch send them out. So it might take a little second, but I try to notify when I've sent another batch out. So you know when to keep your eyeballs peeled. I kind of like the teal for some reason. I did say I was feeling kind of teal today. I don't know if teal really has anything to do with Molly, but she's mostly just brown, so I don't think she's gonna mind. Ooh, that is pretty. It doesn't match the roof, though. That's cute. I like that. Trying to make it look kind of, you know, like more of a commercial building, even though it's obviously like a business. I am excited, Lex. I'm trying to keep my expectations minimized, though, because I know who I want it to be, but I don't think it's gonna be who I want it to be. And so in order to not get too disappointed when inevitably it's not, I am trying to keep myself in check, because I would really, number one choice would definitely be for it to be Carolyn. But also I would love Willie, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be the wizard. I don't know who the second one will be, but Linus, like, listen, I kind of enjoy being silly about Linus, but I don't perceive them as probably picking Linus because his whole storyline talks about how he like doesn't want to move from his house and like his little tent, and so like you'd kind of have to go against his wishes in order to make Linus happen, which I don't think Concerned Ape is gonna want to do. So, because I don't think he's gonna like change the story of anybody. Sandy is definitely a contender for sure as one that they might pick. But if I had the choice, it would be letting me steal Carolyn from Pierre in her unhappy marriage, considering she's already cheated on the man. And Willie, because I just think he's quite adorable and deserves love, but you know, I don't think that's gonna happen, so I've heard good things about Poketopia. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up, but I will have to wait and see what other folks think, maybe. Is Poketopia a Switch 2 exclusive, or is it, like, what platforms is it on? Does anyone know? If we marry Willie, do we get free rides on the boat? Or I don't know. Sandy was on the poll from 2016 when they added new ones. Yeah, and he did say something along the lines of this being like a highly requested. That's why I suspect the wizard will also be one, because I feel like he has been very much requested by the community. So we shall see. And in terms of that game still getting updates, yeah, it's fair for you to be surprised considering he kind of keeps insinuating that he's not going to make more updates and then he does. He being Concerned Ape. But he kind of talked about it and he said, like, he's been having a little bit of trouble balancing between the, like, haunted chocolatier hype and wanting to make sure that he focuses enough on haunted chocolatier while also recognizing that I think it's giving like ADHD vibes where he was like, I really struggle with including, like, focusing on more than one thing at a time. He was like, I tend to kind of hyper focus on one project, so it's been a real big challenge in my game developer journey to like have to focus on multiple things at the same time. So I don't know, but he's been still making some stuff. So listen, I'm not complaining. I love Stardew, so I'll take updates. Haunted Chocolatier looks cool. I'll definitely play it. I think I'll like it. But in terms of the concept, Stardew's definitely more up my alley. So I think I read something that said he was able to build a team to work on Stardew so he can still work on the new game without stopping work on Stardew. Oh, that makes sense. He did have a bit of a team. I did hear about that. Because I remember being a wee bit grouchy at all the trolls that were harassing me during that time because I said that they should add pronouns to the game, and they were like, he's like a single man developer, so he doesn't have time to achieve everybody's requests, and you should just be grateful for what he has given you. And I was like, okay, well, so here's the thing. He actually does have a team now. He's not a single developer. And he did loads of other updates to the dialogue and stuff like that. So he's clearly capable. You just don't want me to mention pronouns, basically. Who's the sweet baby? Do you mean in the game? Her? Or something else? This is Molly. If that's who you mean. Yes, exactly. But, you know, people are the way people are. I'm not even necessarily saying it's a choice in terms of is he intentionally doing it because he doesn't want to add pronouns? I don't know, but it is a choice to like not prioritize it, which is something to consider. What flooring did we unlock with this one? Usually we unlock like a certain set of flooring and wallpaper. Just this one, it looks like. Basic. Interesting. It looks like office walls. Okay. Molly with an M. But yes, she is a cutie patootie. Okay, I don't know about any of these that they gave us, but good to know. I think I like this kind of like dusty tone wood because I feel like it really matches the outside of the build. Molly is a duck? Yeah. She's a very precious duck. She's very well liked in the Stardew community. She's definitely up there as one of a lot of people's faves. Especially for like cottagecore inspired islands. Legacy code that would need to be updated to make the pronouns agnostic able to be whatever folks entered, which means everything in every piece of dialogue is hard-coded. It's not a small feat, but it's not an impossible one, which is why I've always given him like a lot of grace when up until I think it was the 1.6 update. But then I noticed in the 1.6 update that there was a lot of dialogue change anyways and upgrades anyways. I was like, could we have not done that while we were in there? Or could we hire someone to focus on that? Because there's a modder who's done it. So respectfully, if they can do it. And I know that modders aren't held to the exact same standards, so it's not 100% a fair comparison, but you get what I mean. I probably have this book wallpaper as our accent wall, I think. Oh, that's pretty though. Would the books look weird with this? No. I think they look nice, but I'm like the flooring kind of has the wrong brown now. Let's see. Indecisive. You will come to learn if you've never watched me build an Animal Crossing, especially HHP, that I am a very indecisive lad who does a lot of changing of their mind. So, also Nocturnal, I think I might not have caught you coming in. If you're still here, friend, welcome on in. Apologies if I didn't say hello. See, I like I don't want the puzzles, but I want that like bottom wood tone. I don't think I have a lot in that color though, unfortunately. That does look kinda publishing house coded, I won't lie. There's just like the straight up office wall, of course, but I'm trying to give her something a little nicer than that. Oh, okay, if that's it, then what do we do? The accent wall, if we have one. Because the thing is, you have to... This is like where I'm like similar to The Sims. I wish that we could put whatever wood tone trim with any wallpaper. Because now when it comes to like matching these up, right? I either need one that doesn't have... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Doesn't have a wood trim, or has one that's the exact same color, and the has one that's the exact same color is like basically none of them. Oh, how do I get this to not? I don't want this to be the accent wall. Shoot, what have I done? Okay. How does this keep happening to me? I thought if you press... Okay, thank you. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, that kind of matches. We could just do that all around. Wait, I think I kind of like that. The only thing I want to check is if we like the book as the accent wall with this or not. I don't think it's gonna match, but I am curious. Where'd the books go? Where are you bitches at? Where are you hiding from me? No, just because the woods are not the same. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I think this is nice. Personally. Alright. I do wish that I had the option of a different desk. This isn't maybe my favorite desk, but that's okay. I think we go with that one. Hi, Herbivore. Thank you for the quiet hello. Welcome in. Yeah, those go pretty nicely together. Might need more space for the chair, I'm not sure. Is she like a blue girly? I feel like she's not a blue girly. With that, I don't know about that. Wait, why are these sorted so weird? Where are we? Sort me by type. I'm glad to hear you're alive. I hope you're doing slightly better than alive, and only alive. It's okay though, don't beat yourself up. How are you? It's good to see you. We always miss you when you're gone. I hope you're doing well. Did I say hi, Nintendo? I might have said it already, but another hi just in case, because apparently I cannot remember today. I keep saying hi to everyone twice. Maybe the gray one, but it's not. I don't know if it's my fave. I only have so many options, though, for an office chair, frankly. Nope. Ah, dang. It's okay. I'll just get it from her log, but that was not my intention. We could put her desk that way if we wanted. It's so like sterile officey, but these were unfortunately the like required items. What about the white? What do we think about? Because then the wood is just like wrong. So I feel like gray is what it has to be. We have to just kind of try to make it work. But that's why I was thinking, can I get like a more, how do I say, like a chair that looks a little more zen, perhaps. I don't really know if I know what exactly is in a publishing house, I will say. So we're figuring it out as we go along. I mean, that could be kind of nice. Perhaps. You did it! Lulu, let's go! For context, y'all, Lulu has been spending a few days trying to get a villager to move off their island. Who moved off and who are you trying to get? I'm curious. Wait, this is also a good option, perhaps. Which is funny. That is funny. Oh, saying goodbye to Molly, though. But I do understand. She does not fit your theme. So fair enough. But tragic all the same. And what was really funny was that Tia asked to leave my island, and that's why we were villager hunting. And then I went to, you know, the day where her house was empty. And ironically, Tia is currently one of my hotel guests. So even though she left my island, she's actually still on my island because we're trapped on that day until we get a villager. Wait, this is cute. I think that kind of works. I wonder if I can find a pattern for this cushion. I do like this pattern. He's a contender, but I think some warmer brown from the walls would be nice to pull in if possible. I would like Lolly the most, I think, so I can do a Totoro area, but I have 5 villagers to get still and backups for those 5 too, so I will take many options. That's good. That way you don't lose your sanity trying to villager hunt, I will say. Oh, we have to use this somehow. Wait, can you use a custom design as a wallpaper? No, right? It's not a thing. I gotta find a good way to use this though, somewhere. You can? Wait, how do you do that? Oh, wait, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, but can I use one of, you can do it with the glowing, glow in the dark sticker item. The plus button. Oh, thank you. You guys are the best. Whoa, I think I changed my mind. I'm still really glad to know, but actually that's very overwhelming to look at. Maybe just the one wall, we'll see. Oh, Mama Teller, thank you so much for using your Prime sub here, cutie. I know you could use that anywhere on Twitch. So it means a lot to me that you chose to use it here and help us towards our sub goal. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your C motes and your C badge, and welcome back to, or welcome you to the sub club. All right, let's see if we like it as an accent wall. It might honestly be a bit much even for an accent wall, but let's assess. I mean, color-wise, it doesn't look bad. I wonder if I put more furniture in here, if we'll like it. It makes the gray even more, like, weird from the brown, though. Which I'm not sure about. And there's the gray version. But then I fear it's, like, very bright. Definitely didn't mean to do that. Okay, everybody ignore the wallpaper for a second. Just, you know, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and we'll be back to the soothing tea wallpaper in a moment. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Alright. Anyways, now that I got sidetracked for a moment, let's go ahead and see if there's a different pattern. That one has a little bit of brown and is kind of pretty. But let's consider all of our options. Definitely not donuts. And I do want to find a place to put that paper, but I don't think the chair is going to be it. That's kind of cute. I don't hate that. Let's try this. Doesn't have a lot of brown though. Okay, we'll see if we like that as we go on. And we definitely need, it's a publishing house. So we need, I'll probably have her have a computer here, but we definitely need some writing stuff too. Oh, that looks good in here. What for exactly? I'm not sure yet, but we will figure it out. See, like, I feel like some of these other desks would have been nicer, but that's okay. We will make it work. It will be a make it work moment. Oh my gosh. Makes me think of I can't believe I'm gonna be watching a documentary on friggin' America's Next Top Model tonight. Y'all, when I tell you I was obsessed with that show as a kid, I had America's Next Top Model pajamas. There's a very, very funny picture of me wearing said pajamas. Tyra Banks is putting out a documentary about America's Next Top Model, and it comes out tonight. I'm gonna be watching it with some friends in the Discord. It's the Discord you have access to, Lulu, and so do you, Herbivore. So if either of you want to join, we're watching at 9 p.m. tonight. It's not gonna be very good. Well, it's not gonna be very... How do I say this? There's a high likelihood that it's not gonna be the most accurate representation of some of the problematic things that Tyra Banks did, because she is on the production team. So, as you can imagine, she definitely has a agenda, but it did seem like the people who were interviewed were like allowed to give their genuine perspective. So I feel like through them, we're going to get a little bit of an insight into a little bit more of a realistic vibe of it, but you know, who knows for sure. See, I like this, but it's like... Maybe I put this in behind her. Okay, maybe. We'll see. We'll keep that in mind. It's so toxic, and she's trying not to air all that again. It's definitely going to be Tyra propaganda. I was watching the trailer and she seemed to be playing the victim, but what do I know? Oh yeah, definitely, at least somewhat. She in all of the promo so far has insinuated a lot that she was underneath other leadership and didn't always get to choose things. For example, there's a promo talking about when Miss J and Mr. J were fired and how basically she was told that she had to do it, that everybody is replaceable. And she was like, I took that, especially with the tone that it was being said in, to mean that I was also replaceable. And so I felt a lot of pressure to, you know, make this decision. And she was like, it was really sad because those two had been a part of my whole process all along in my journey, and I didn't want to fire them. And she was like, I think to this day, they still believe it was a choice that I made. But it wasn't, yada, yada, yada. So she's definitely going to blame some of it on, like, the people above her. But I've listened to a ton of interviews and snippets across the internet from previous contestants because, as I said, I was obsessed with this show growing up. So I know that she did a lot of really sketchy things. For example, Lisa, if y'all know Lisa from the show, she was brought on to like Tyra Banks's talk show that she had, and basically on the talk show, Tyra non-consensually brought up some really traumatic things that had happened to her, and brought someone, I think it was like a person, to come to the interview who was a part of that trauma, and it really, really triggered Lisa, and she kind of freaked out on the show and like flipped the chair she was sitting in and stuff. And it's like Tyra tried to make her out to seem like she was like cuckoo, but it's like really behind the scenes you're like traumatizing this girl again, and you already did that when she was on the show. So it's definitely not so good. Or like, for example, the famous moment that I was rooting for you, we were all rooting for you, they edited that to make it seem like Tyra was almost giving like tough love, like a pep talk, but it was like tough love type of pep talk. But people who were there have said like it was actually really mean and they edited it in Tyra's favor, but everyone in the room was really uncomfortable. Even the other judges seemed really uncomfortable because that particular contestant, I forgot her name, unfortunately. I visually remember her, but had vulnerably shared with them about her difficult experiences and the fact that she came to apply for the show while living basically on a mattress in her grandma's house, and that her grandma had to sew her bathing suits for the competition because they couldn't afford to buy them. And Tyra took that vulnerability and really took advantage of it in that moment of that whole spiel. And basically, she felt Tiffany was not taking the opportunity seriously enough. And so she was like, if you're not going to take this seriously, then you can go back to living on the mattress in your grandma's house and da, 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 da. Like she was really mean about it, and they edited it around it to make it look much more favorable to Tyra than it really should have been. So just a few examples. Oh yeah, Tiffany, thank you. Yeah. Oh, the shifting it to the fans was wild work. She was like, oh my god, I saw that and I was like, honestly, for like, what girl? She was like, there was a clip of her in the promo where she was like, well, we had to do it because the fans were watching it and they wanted more and they just kept asking for more. So we had to do it. I was like, girl, you didn't have to do anything just because we were watching it. Frankly, we didn't know what we were supporting behind the scenes until later. And she was like we just had to keep doing it or whatever because that's what the fans wanted. The fans wanted the mess, so we had to keep making it more and more and more. It's like, Tyra, no you didn't. You didn't have to do that. Nice try, girly pop, but you did not have, no one was making you do that. I need you to buffer. Be so fucking for real right now, girly. You wanted to make money and be famous. Also, a lot of girls have since come out and expressed that a lot of the promised rewards were not always given. For example, the cycle 1 winner talked about how when she was asked to come back for cycle 2 to talk to them about how she was basically told to talk to them about how good her life was, she still hadn't even received her prizes yet. So they basically pushed her to lie to the contestants and say, oh yeah, like I've been getting so many opportunities and the prize is so great and da 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 da. Like, so wild. And the girls were hard. I know, like, one of the big things is the girls were very hardly paid. They barely had enough money given to them basically for like food for the week. So that's why you often see, and they worked like really long hours. So that's why you would see contestants who didn't have like the stamina. And it's not their fault by any means, but someone like Shandy, for example, like passing out during episodes. Like, that's why. It's because like they didn't have enough rest time, downtime to eat, and they didn't have a lot of money to get food in the first place. Just a whole wild set of circumstances overall. Some of the more was literally you running out of ideas that was painfully obvious when the show was on. Yeah. Or like, I'm thinking too of like how the girls would sometimes share a vulnerable thing of like a fear they had. And then it would just so happen that that season would have a photo shoot with that fear. Like if a girl said, "Oh, I'm afraid of heights," why is then the second photo shoot of this particular season? Oh, it just happens to be one where you have to be up high. Like, okay, yeah, that's, I believe you that that's just a coincidence that happened. Okay, Dyra. Like, nar, I don't. Yeah, and I'll never forgive them for the fucking race swap photographs, not photographs, what's the word I'm looking for? Episodes. Those were horrendous. And I feel like she's going to try to convince people that it was like norm for the time, and it absolutely wasn't. I was confused and flabbergasted at the time as well. I was like, are we doing this? What? We're talking about America's Next Top Model, by the way. Hi, E-Bug. Hi, Pixie. Welcome in. Hi, ADHD girl. This is not the fear factor, please. So they just wanted to torment. Yeah, yes. And then use the drama for TV purposes. Yeah, like one girl was afraid of spiders, and then they made them do a friggin' photo shoot where they were holding a spider, and then the girls would understandably cry and stuff like that when they're faced with like their biggest fear, and then they'd be like, like, you're just so dramatic, you just must not want this opportunity enough, like, blah, 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 blah. What? Huh? Excusez-moi? Like, are you joking? Are you for real right now? Oh, lots of girls walked out. Lots of girls walked out. Lots of girls definitely pushed back, but they didn't like that. But they definitely did it sometimes, which I am glad that some of them stood up for themselves. Okay. I feel like a second desk makes sense, like as if there's not just Molly working here. Right? I feel like a publishing house would probably have like more than one worker. So if we match, I don't have enough room to fully line it up equally, but I think that could be good. And then maybe we put this chair, but with a different pattern. I feel like they wouldn't be exactly the same. Yeah, and if the girls like ever said no to anything they were being asked to do, they were treated like they were doing something so wrong, which was also very wild. And then I think like I want maybe like the little set of homework that looks like writing materials. Yeah. I don't know about, do I keep the typewriter? Cassandra with the, I specifically asked for Mia Farrow and Rosemary's Baby haircut. Should have let them cut her hair. She literally had the perfect face for it. Yeah. Oh, they did so many, like, gosh, the freaking what do you call it? Why am I blanking? The makeovers. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was not lying when I said I'm very head empty today. The brain is not working. They did the makeovers, and yeah, I do think some of the girls were being a bit dramatic. I'm not gonna lie. I do think sometimes, like, it wasn't necessarily, didn't need to be all that. But I also think that there were times where there was like very legitimate concerns that were just ignored. I'm thinking of, for instance, the girl who was given the white girl who was given the weave that like wasn't made for her hair type, and then it was literally causing her an allergic reaction. She was like complaining that her head was itching, and they were acting like she was being just like a crybaby. And she's like, I mean, it's literally like causing my skin a reaction. And like somehow that was bad of her to say. Like, what? What do you mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Probably like a little couch for if like a customer came in would make sense. Methinks. Maybe like a little coffee stand for customers too. I really want to put this camera somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't have enough surfaces. Wait, can it go on top of here? Oh, it can. Okay. Wait, that's kind of nice. So we could put that there. And this up here. And that makes it look a little cluttered, which is good. Probably like a little side table. Like they'd bleach those girls' hair and then be like, and without proper technique, and then they'd be like flabbergasted that the girls were expressing being in pain. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I do want to see what it looks like. I think this wall will look a lot better once we put, I feel like this will be perfect here. I don't want it to look too, like, kid-like. No, I think that's good. It brings in the silver and the green from the couch, which is really nice. Maybe we grab this again. Put this over here. And then I think, like, an espresso maker, if I have that. Yes, I was like, I'm pretty sure I do. Probably just go with the silver. And then something else coffee. If I had like the, you know what I really wish I had is the new 3.0 mug shelf. That would be truly elite here, but I don't think I have access to that yet. Sadly. This definitely needs to go by one of these desks. Maybe I move the seat over for this one, and that way I can have it like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it. Actually, don't think I like it. I use that a lot on my island, so I thought I would, but I don't think so. Alright, what else coffee-y can we put on this little coffee stand table? We could give this, put this over by this person's desk to give them a little extra. Read all about it. Like, do I just put another stack of magazines? I feel like when you run like a newspaper or a magazine company in a publishing house, there's just like 5 gazillion extra copies of said magazine everywhere. I feel like that's just kind of how it goes. Can confirm. Gaze, said with the extreme care and regard, walking in with a bag of sad vegan cheese late to the party. Meg, you are such a funny person. I hope you know you brighten my spirit so much with all your silly little jokes you bring to this space. No sad needed. You're never late. Welcome on in. How are you? Elism. I always like to say the only way that you can be late to stream is if you don't make it here at all. In which case, I mean, I guess I would have to say you're probably late. Which is also okay, but otherwise, I think you're Gucci. Oh, if I could fit like one of these where like somebody was brainstorming their ideas, I feel like that would be kind of elite. It's just gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze. Like, do I block that couch? I could put it like in front of this person's desk, but that's kind of... I wish one of them had a more writer style thing. If it were blue, you're just building my office right now. Oh no, that's so funny. I'm glad that I am accurate to real life. I feel like that is a good thing. Okay, I didn't really want to sacrifice one of our bookshelves, but I like the concept. Like, is it worth losing a bookshelf for? What do we think, chat? Bookshelf or idea chalkboard? Give me your thoughts. There's also idea whiteboard, which does have a language option, which is a little more accurate, but I do kind of like the green of the chalkboard. 2 bookshelves or 1 bookshelf and idea board? Because we had a double bookshelf situation before. I'm torn. I know, me too. Me too. Okay, what other wall things do we have that I could put over the top of this whiteboard to fill in that gap? That might be the determining factor for me, is if I have something that feels like it makes sense over the top of this whiteboard. Too big. We have a shelf. We do have... Oh, that's in the hotel. I'm always getting confused as to what I have available. I need them to give me more wall-mounted options. I feel very limited in my wall-mounted options, which is kind of a crime. I feel like this is the only shelf we have, which is just not that satisfactory of a shelf. Like it's... I don't know, it's too small. It's just not the right vibe. Gonna load the kill, no worries. Okay, wait, maybe like writer's diploma vibe here. Then what do I put next to it? Okay, I think I like that. It looks nice and cluttery in a way that I feel like it works. Okay, back to original plot of the movie. We could also put that there if we wanted, so that there's two different types of drinks people could grab. It would be funny to somehow get one of them a little like set of food next to their desk, because like the writer, imagining the writer like continuing to eat through their lunch. I just know, not that I encourage that, but I have a feeling. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, y'all came in so quick. Catsicle, hello, welcome. Poodle, welcome in. Luke, hello, welcome. Scotty, welcome in. Heather, hello. How was your stream, love? What were y'all getting up to today? I guess it's just my job to come for your neck today, Puppo. With my ideas for the office space. What can I say? I'm aiming for accuracy. It seems that I might be achieving that. I don't see anything else that has like a coffee-ish vibe, unfortunately. Aw, thank you. You were also playing the DLC. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to like regularly incorporate the DLC into some streams because we want to redecorate our villagers' homes, and I don't want to like get to the end of island decorating and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I need to do 30 homes. That sounds mega stressful. But also I do find HHP fun, so we're currently stuck on a certain day in Animal Crossing because we're villager hunting, but I didn't want to overdo it with the villager hunting, so I was like, perfect, we'll just go do some HHP today. So Molly, the duck, the sweetheart, asked for a publishing house, so that's what we're working on today. That's what we're trying to achieve. I think it's going pretty well. And thank you, Scotty. But if you don't know me, my name is Bea. Use they, them pronouns. I am a queer and disabled full-time cozy VTuber here on Twitch. We do sensory-friendly, lurk-friendly content. Just means that no matter what we're playing or doing, we try to keep the vibes chill enough for folks who are working and lurking, or, you know, parallel playing, etc. So if that's your cup of tea and you want to hang out, feel free. And if not, or you need to raid and fade for any reason, please do take care of yourself. But welcome on in, everyone. And Kat, thank you for the raid. Let me get the little raiders command so that you get a little shout out. There we go. Maybe that one? I'm not sold 100% though. No, definitely not that one. I'm always beefing with the coffee tables. I feel like I never like the coffee tables quite enough. How about you? Part of it is like the mixing of browns, which we've already done in this room a lot, but I don't know. I get a little finagly with how we mix the browns. Could do the green one. I think that might be a bit better. Okay, and then on this table, I definitely want to put like a drink because we have those little available drinks on the other side. So I kind of want it to look like they grabbed one, which I think would be cute. We could actually even put one of the little lunches that comes with a drink, now that I think about it. Probably one with the to-go cup seems the most realistic. Maybe the green, to pull in the green. Oh, I kind of wanted it to be able to fit to one side rather than... I'm like, do I scrap one of the... Okay, yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's okay. I think that can work. So then what do we put on this table? Anything to match her vest? She's just wearing green, but we're gonna probably, like, we can change her outfit. That's the thing. We can decide what she looks like, which is a fun part of HHP. So she doesn't have to wear what she's currently wearing, which is also really nice. I definitely want to give her some glasses because, I mean, she's in the publishing house. I used to be hip and cool, play acnh. Listen, you could get back into it anytime, Meg, and we would welcome you with open arms. Okay, her eyes are really widespread, which means like none of the glasses sit quite right on her head, but it's okay. We're all gonna just pretend we don't perceive because I feel like she needs the nerdy glasses. Hello, Lamb. Thank you for the 55 happy flaps. Wow. Oh, that's cute. And that kind of matches the room really well. That could definitely be a cute option. Yeah, I think that one is definitely a high contender. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I know they're like, I was nervous because they're a little widespread on her face, but I do think they look good. All right, let's get her a little suit jacket. I think that's the right choice, especially considering how well it matches the room. Where'd it go? This one. And then anything for hat, for headwear for her? I don't know. How are you today, Lamb? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. A lot of the hats tend to look kind of weird on them, I won't lie. On, like, the villagers' heads. The paperboy cap is kind of cute, though, considering the field of work. I think that's nice. Look at her. She's so cute. Are you joking? Oh my god, I love her. I love her. Okay, we could put an open magazine on this table then, now that we have the table as an opportunity. Oh, too bad we didn't get one of them like a banker lamp situation. Could replace her tall lamp with one of these. And then put her a little banker. Okay, open magazine. Maybe that's a lot of brown. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm always messing up the commands in HHP. I've gotten a lot better, but it's still a work in progress. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, and then we need a rug and a few more things on the wall. Methinks. This sandwich looks so delish. No, you're real for that. You are so real for that, actually. We were gonna make BLTs the other night, but we ran out of lettuce, unfortunately. A little out of its sleep schedule has been a tad funky. Yeah, I get that. Mine has also actually been a little funky lately. And I've been trying to situate it a little bit. With some success, but not as much as I'd necessarily like. That's kind of nice. And the sizing is pretty solid. But I do want to see our other options before I commit. That's also nice. I kind of like that. Aw, Lamb, thank you for the 3-stream streak, friend. OMG, Molly Bus Girl. Yeah, she is the head of this publishing company. So she's got everything under her thumb. The record rug could be kind of fun. But it looks more like a magazine publishing company, so I feel like the record's kind of random. Okay. Do. I think this one. Welcome back. Out throwing everything in the kiln go. Hopefully good. Okay. Other stuff on the walls. Hopefully some greenery, because we have like one plant in here, but I don't think that's enough. Let's get y'all a little wall fan. I feel like offices just have like office audio that comes from things like this. So we'll get one of those. Maybe a little intercom monitor could be good, like over here. little light switch situation. Air conditioner doesn't really make sense if they have a fan. I don't think. I was thinking like a TV somewhere, but do we want the TV or do we want like one of these? There's also this, which is kind of interesting. I kind of like this. I'm like, upon entry, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's see if we want one of these anywhere. The weather could be kind of funny. How do I rotate it? It can rotate, right? Yeah. It's like too high up on the ceiling for me. Not sold. But then this TV is also like kind of huge. They're not. Why is there not like a small TV? Like, why does it have to be 50 inches? Oh, it's okay. Maybe no TV then. A little world map could be cute in a publishing house, I feel like. Do I want that behind her desk, maybe? It kind of like goes behind her shelf, though. Oh, E-Bug, I'm sorry I just saw that, but thank you for the 45 stream streak. Oh my goodness. E, that's wild. I feel like we're gonna lose our stream streak soon because you're gonna be so busy moving, but it's so cute for now. I love it. I love it, Picasso. Okay. What else do we have? I always thought this one kind of looked like it was like a quote or something. That is true. I don't know, you'd probably be too busy, but there is technically, you can keep your stream streak watching VODs on Twitch, which I think is interesting. I can do amazing things. You're so cute. Okay, I like those. I feel like that's kind of a vibe. The cake one is really good. I have that in Pom Pom's house, which is very like lesbian core in her house. It's very cute. I like how vintagey it looks. Okay, that's nice. I feel like I put too much of the same stuff in every single build, but it's because they don't give me enough stuff. You know. Oh, that's cute. And that gets us some greenery. I did say I want to get more greenery in here. I guess since it's like a public building, maybe having a camera would make sense. But I don't think I like them. Okay, I think I'm happy with this, actually. I think this is good. And then do we want any lighting? Like ceiling lighting? This is like the most office lighting vibe, even though it's like not my favorite. I feel like it's what would probably be in here, if we're being honest. So, fair enough. Alright, cute. I love this, y'all. I think this is so good. Cute, cute, cute. I like it, Picasso. My enemy, fluorescent lights. Me too. Alright, I am going to save us here, though, and we'll do the exterior next time we're in HHP because I want enough time for us to play some Town to City today. So, thank you for hanging with me while we did those 2 builds. We shall save for now and go decorate in a different game.